This is Gaylord, Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Run inside. It's Lacey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And the first drive ends with a pick.
Man, and that's not the start they need. You're already the underdog. You struggled this season going against a really good team. First drive, first possession, man, what do? You turn the football over. That's probably why they have a losing record.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's a give to Robinson. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Ole blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
The Sooners will try to convert on fourth down. They'll go with a direct snap. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on fourth down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Lowers those pads. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Mateer. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Rebels offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can...
Speeding down the left side. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. At the end of that play, there's a Sooner who is slow to get up. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Going the other way, and he's got room. All the way back. Touchdown, Rebels. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Facing a third down is short from the 26. Calls his own number. There's a crease. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Pucks it out of the air. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Tight end now in motion. He'll take it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Running inside, it's Lacey. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Makes the catch. It's Gill across the 45. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He's inside the 50. Got enough space. Touchdown Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out in the end zone was not a good one. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
They'll give it to him again. Got a little space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We've got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning it.
Makes a grab and room to run. Inside the touchdown Sooners. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Coming out with it, it's Rogers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Oklahoma sends the offense out ready to go on the attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
That's caught. It's Harris. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
That's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like that back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Booster.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the tight end. The short hands, it's Thomas.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Maybe some room here. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. That was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the give off the left side.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Handoff to Xavier. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this 4th down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
That it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got enough for the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got every trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Lacey. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Snap in the shotgun. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Delayed handoff. It's Lacey. Maybe a crease. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's start with Texas taking on the number 8 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Odom. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Haas. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Got it. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. At the 35, he's open. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and they're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapse the pocket on that play.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they're able to get him on the ground.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
On 3rd down, here's Robinson. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lindsey. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got no one to blame but themselves for making it a little tougher with the false start. 3rd and goal. On the draw, it's Lindsey. And they'll knock him down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation. And they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency.
Dialed up the... Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. Oh, the fake caught the defense by surprise. Opened up a little passing lane for the score.
And I tell you what, on field goal block, what are we doing? We're sending everybody. You might want to keep a guy or 2 back deep just in case they do run the field goal. And when you bring the field goal block and you bring everybody and you're sending all your resources to get them and you're not covering, this can happen. I tell you what, guts to call the play, and it actually worked.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wide out. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Running inside, it's Lindsey. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Finds his man. It's Haas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. On the option. Now the toss. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gill. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. The run inside. It's Lindsey. Got a little grass. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's got it again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They're working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see
He lets it fly. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. On the move. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
No surprise here. They've had success running the football throughout this game, and here we are late in the fourth quarter, and they're still doing it. They're still having success. This offensive line, man, they've taken this game over. They had a challenge set before them heading into this one, but they have answered the bell. These big fellas up front, they are getting it done.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So
sends it downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
And they get the extra point with a little bit of adventure off the left upright, but it's good. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's a give to Robinson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Robinson again. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.